Go ahead and search around a little bit. There's going to be new stuff because it's a new year. C. Now it's a complex chest.
Done.
Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
That didn't just ooze with sarcasm. No. You're just angry because you can't be awesome like me. Hey, Seamus.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy.
You're here rather often, Sir Hawke. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Qunari, and I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
The Arishok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so compelling. Another time, when things are
Nothing here.
I have 14.
There's a book there, but I cannot read it. Not because I'm incapable of reading, but it doesn't seem to be anything there to read. No, nothing around here. Go speak to Aveline, see how she's doing.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
Hey! My family came here. Or they came from here, I meant to say. Then we came back to it.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people. Not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen.
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawke. Just say the word.
Damn right I try to do right. I'm gonna be a rogue, but I'm more like
Oh, if there was.
Robin Hood. Except for now I'm rich, so that's kind of a weird situation. I still do the right thing for the people in need. That's what matters. Just
All set.
Excuse me. Ooh. So far, so good. Can't complain. Go visit everybody. See how everybody's been since the years have passed.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
We can't all be short and bearded like your people, Bodan.
Indeed. It's quite a shame, really. I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodan.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
And return I shall. To my nice ass mansion. Got back the family home. I'm so happy. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Anything hiding here? Nope. Oh yeah, Hawke Estate. A nice place indeed. Oh, Darkspawn, he's just a good boy. My fancy nobleman robes.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawke. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
But you will. That's okay, because I like helping people. So it's not really a problem. Oh my god. All these notes and missions. Darkspawn.
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Aww.
Ruff, 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 ruff.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the hero of Ferelden's camp.
Good boy. Talk to Mom.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
Just don't go all pompous on me, all right?
I promise. If there's one thing I learned in Ferelden, it's that good people can be born in a hut as easily as a palace. Honestly, after so many years as a peasant's wife, it feels strange to have nothing to do. I visited Bethany at the Circle. She seems happy enough. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
Oh god.
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
You've been through a lot. You deserve any joy you can find.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your father. But it is refreshing to think I could still be courted at this age.
Not exactly anything I would like to hear, but...
The Reinhardt's second daughter is very interested in meeting you.
Stash the armor. Oh, not really good. Can I sell stuff? No.
If you need any enchantments,
Enchantment.
just
I came in and watered your plants. Your friend Merrill. Well, that was nice of her. Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. Fenris hates that statue. Says it reminds him of the old god relics they had in Tevinter. The Pursuit of Knowledge by Brother Genitivi. Varric recommended this book, didn't he?
Brother didn't TV. Alright, not doing these yet. But soon.
That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude. Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sando. I wonder where Varric is today. Telling stories about my exploits to anyone who will listen, most likely. Never thought I'd have my own family crest.
Nope.
Oh, I think I'll let Sandal empty that. Paw prints. I told him to stay off the bed.
Hey, random chest.
I see Varric's taken it upon himself to add certain embellishments to my journal. I could have left the amulet in there and forgotten all about it. What would the witch have done then?
Oh, I'd be stuck in there and very unhappy about it. Probably plot revenge.
You've had luck on your travels? A letter arrived
You like
here.
the shiny?
It's on the desk. That's where I'll put messages to one.
I grabbed it, thank you. Who am I gonna party up with? Varric, of course. And I guess Anders again. Why not? All these places to go. We'll start from the top. We already went to Viscount Keep, so let's go to the Chantry.
You, Varric, have a very...
And here I've always looked up to you. What is it now?
There were fistfights in the barracks over who was the model for your guard serial.
Hard in Hightown. Riveting stuff. Everyone loves a dirty guard on the edge.
Varric.
Fine. I'll start as big finish. 3 chapters until Donan Brennakovic retires and opens a tavern on the coast. I sure hope he makes it. He's getting too old for this shit.
Yeah! Lethal Weapon reference. What's beyond door number 1? There you go.
That should do it.
I didn't even see what it was. I hit A too quick. Damn it. Oh well, it's in my inventory. Vial of holy water. Evil tome. Well, let's have at it. You found one of Tyrone books. The pages are filled with the secrets of blood magic. You feel a string of power as you look upon it. Destroy it. Bring it, sucker! Yeah. Oh my god, shock full of arrows. Alright, now for abilities though. I want to add pinpoint strikes. I think I'll assign it instead of the rush. So I always want to keep the stun. I want to keep Twin Fang. Obviously want to keep Twin Fangs. Mark is always good to set him up. Okay.
I thought it would end here. Young Master Hawke destroyed Flint Company, none remain. Yet,
Now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
My... Hawke? We were just talking about you.
Carry on. I love to eavesdrop.
Hawke said sarcastically.
You know I hate it when you do that.
Hawke muttered in an angry aside to the dwarf.
If, you two have a moment, I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Tell me about this family.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
See, I really like him as a character. I wish they would have fleshed him out a little bit more. No, we'll worry about that later.
I cannot fault Sebastian for wanting to know why an old ally would turn against his parents. But I fear he's too impetuous. He may do something he regrets. Please, go with him, try to restrain him. If the Harrimans are guilty, they will receive justice from the Viscount. Sebastian need not take their punishment into his own hands.
What is the Chantry's stance on the Qunari presence here?
Would it help anything for us to get involved? Or is it more likely to light the kindling? If the Qunari act against us, the Templars will defend Kirkwall. Otherwise, we guard ourselves best by waiting.
How long have you been Grand Cleric?
I became a lay sister here when I was only a girl. My parents died of fever, and I was taken in by the Chantry. Eventually, I took my vows. After I had served for some time, the revered mothers agreed that I should travel to Orlais. The Divine herself appointed me Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. That was near 30 years ago.
You knew my grandparents?
I dedicated your mother into the Chantry. She was a beautiful baby. Your grandmother was a very proper lady, but she was beside herself that day. And your mother put a fist in my eye.
I'd always welcome your benediction.
Andraste, guide your steps in this difficult time.
Alright. Just grabbing even more missions as we go along. But there's justice to be had. Gotta finish this mansion. See what he's been up to. No. That's right, all the doors are practically done at this point. They're not going to open. Because now it's just more of just like a place to go to speak to him. And there's old buddy, old pal.
Those papers weren't easy to forge, you know.
I appreciate your assistance.
Why don't you just sell the blighted place and be done with it?
Sentimental reasons?
Have it your way, Hawke.
3 years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Denarius bestowed upon me, his little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
You help me, I help you.
I don't need your help. But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
What? Whatever.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion. And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Femundis. Care to hear the story?
I thought you avoided talking about this.
Not on special occasions.
Go ahead. Get it out of your system.
Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Denarius during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Denarius considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Denarius finally came for me.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Denarius came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them. So I did. I killed them all.
Damn.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
Couldn't you have found other Fog Warriors? Become a rebel?
Even if I did, I felt unworthy. I had no way of knowing if I could truly escape from Denarius then. I didn't even know what that meant. I simply had to get away. I stowed aboard a ship to the mainland and moved south, chased by my former master every step of the way.
I have to wonder why you stayed with Denarius as long as you did.
You have not been a slave. A slave does not dream of freedom or wonder at possibilities. You think only of your master's desires and what the next hour will bring. It did not occur to me that I could be anything else until I had a taste of it.
But there are stories of slaves rebelling all the time. They did in Kirkwall.
The ritual that gave me my markings also stripped me of my memory. Whatever I was before may as well have never been. Perhaps if I knew, I might have felt differently.
How well did you know these fog warriors?
I knew them only a few months, but in that time, I felt as if I truly lived. They were bold, strong, free with their affections. I was in awe of them, and owed them everything. And I turned on them even so.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. You and I don't always agree, but...
You don't need to say it. I understand.
Let's just say you've earned my respect. A last toast, then. To the fallen.
Oh, look, more rivalry. I guess that's just kind of the way we're going.
Hawke.
Screw it. Is that the way it's gonna be? It's the way it's gonna be. Hightown. Well, need to work on getting better sleep. I can go shopping. I don't have to worry about saving money anymore. I can be as frivolous in my spending as I want to be. What are y'all talking about? Aha, a crate. Well, I guess we do this one right now. I wonder if it's going to flip and make me use Sebastian. Okay, good. Anders and Varric. Need to have Anders because healer, and Varric because, well, Varric.
That's strange.
Get you all nice and leveled up. Guess that'll work. Tactics, heal thyself. that'll work. Yeah, we're almost best friends.
Doors wide open, and not a single guard posted. This is not the Lady Harriman I remember.
Do I have a bow for you on hand? No, I do not. No, I'll keep that for now. That extra health don't mean much. No! Should be able to go in there.
More! You lazy son of a bitch! What's taking so long?
Flora?
Why does no one in this house care what I want? More wine, or I swear I will drown you in the dregs.
That sounds familiar. I don't envy anyone in this household tomorrow morning.
She doesn't even see us. This is no normal wine.
It's been tainted. Then it's either male or female, humans, dwarves, Qunari, elves, and then from there you can go ahead and choose from that whether you want to be a male